Welcome to Divine Secret Tarot. Okay, how is everyone feeling right now? Please let me know in the comments box. These past few days, weeks, months, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I know a lot of my clients, the people that I do readings for, and the people of you gorgeous nature, you comment on this channel. You've been going through it. You have genuinely, if you identify with the feminine energy at this time, you have really been pushed and tested and pulled and squeezed in every single direction. And this new moon that is coming up, obviously, we've got the eclipse energy, but the new moon that is coming up is asking you to slow down, to speed up. Okay, I was shuffling, but these two cards, I love when spirit. So, first of all, thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team for always showing up and allowing me to channel these messages for the highest and best good. Thank you, every single one of you, for being here, for liking, subscribing. I do not take this lightheartedly. If you are a person who's been dabbling in spirituality for all these months, years, weeks, you know how important your energy is. And so you are not going to consume things lightheartedly anymore. You are like, I am done. I'm taking my wand. I am solidifying it into this earth plane. And I'm saying I'm done with low vibrational energies. What I'm seeing here is spirit is giving a big, big tower moment to you because we've got the temperance ahead of the tower. This next phase of your tower moment, feminines, is a reciprocal, equal, and opposite reaction. You do need to slow down to speed up and take your time to do more breath work, more slow flow yoga. I've actually got this on Tulsi.coach channel. So if that is something you're interested in, I do this for free. Um, we've also got the devil energies because it's saying that these things are still coming up for you to digest, to lay to rest, because they are no longer coming with you in your future timeline for your higher self. When you step into the biggest, boldest version of yourself, you are now accepting that things have been impermanent. They have been transient this whole time. And so you are coming to realize how powerful you are and what your thoughts, where your attention goes, what you are consuming in this lifetime, particularly in the last few months. And you are no longer entertaining these behaviors. You may have become more observant before you started to take action. And what I'm seeing is you are truly letting go of the old version of yourself because you realized actually you may have come across a few people who are still the same people. Like I have come across a specific person in the recent past, and I say, people change. I know I've changed. And that person said, I haven't changed. And that was a masculine. And I figured to myself, some people just don't want to change. They don't want to be in that energy. They want to stay the same, do the same things, go out the same habits and behaviors because they think that that's okay. But there is a reason why certain people are attracted to this message, that certain people are doing the work with spirituality, and there'll be other people who just won't get it. So, what this is here to tell us is there is a major death and rebirth happening for the collective. Now we've got the Temperance card, we've got the Tower, we've got the Devil, and now we've got the Death and Rebirth. Four major arcana are providing us with a narrative that we've never needed to do this alone, that we have had our teams of angels, guardians, ancestors, spirit team. We have needed to rely on ourselves. And I find it really, really poignant that there is a dead bird in one of the death cards, and through the bird, through its remains, a flower is blooming. Now, for me, this is proclaiming the tower that you've just recently been going through, feminines, you have no longer needed to pander to the material world anymore. There is this beautiful saying that actually I sent to a friend. You're going to know who you are, you gorgeous being. But I sent this to a friend earlier today. And I had mentioned that we need to come back to being who we are, that we end up thinking that if I get a family, a house, kids, success, relationships, money, travel, the certificate, when I get to be famous, when I get to do all of these things, we forget we are God's creation. We forget that we were always meant to shed the versions of ourselves who we thought we were, and we needed to get back to the purity of our souls being whole, being complete, being perfect, just as it is. So, excuse me. So, when we create these things in our reality, we understand that it was never about any of that. It was about us coming home to ourselves, us losing ourselves in the power of some superficial um, realities of this lifetime. But really, what we needed, what we what we always needed was coming home to our whole, complete, perfect selves. And then there was an image that I saw online, and it said that the Western cultures often push us to believe we must live for a purpose, like work or making money. Similarly to what I just said to my friend, they say that many indigenous cultures have a different view. They see life as being like nature, existing simply to be beautiful, to be unique. We don't need to achieve anything to validate our existence or humanity. Now, this perspective has helped many, many people, including you who is listening to this, to rethink your worth. Your worth is beyond productivity. It is beyond your job and the people that are around you, that your relationships, that the money you make, or the things that you have. All of that is so superficial, but because we forget that we need to be in the beauty of being, and our being is enough. So when we've gone through this tower moment, when we've tackled all of those thoughts that keep cropping up on our brain of, oh, we're not pretty enough or strong enough or fit enough or healthy enough, or we're not with our counterpart, whatever it is, even if you've got to a certain age and you're not married yet or you've not had kids yet, our soul doesn't judge us for not having those things. Our soul loves unconditionally. And just recently, I posted a reel about unconditional love. It's saying that we don't need to put a condition on our twin flame, on our counterpart, on our soulmate to say, oh, you know what? You expand so much love in me. I don't know any other love but through you. That's where we need to rewrite this narrative because it doesn't depend on anyone else but ourselves. So, going through the narrative, going through the healing, going through these tower moments, finding the balance within ourselves, finding our true purpose is just to be, is unfathomable to some people. To some souls, it's always about the chase. But when we stop chasing, when we begin to just be the essence that we were dutifully told to be, when we were able to be our whole selves, that is when the world transforms. And we are purposely brought here to elevate the light and the energy. And we don't need the whole world to do it, but we need very specific people, including you who is listening to this message, to own your light, to own the divine masculine and feminine within, to heal ourselves, to come into our own soul guidance that colors this whole world, colors this whole reality, and it changes our frequency. So, what else do we need to know? Well, this is how to speak your truth in this reality. This is how to create the blueprint of your future. So, the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles have come up in this reading, in this oracle message, to really circumnavigate all the things that you thought that you needed to fulfill you as a human self and come back to just being. Are you able to be in this natural environment in where you are right now? Because you need nothing. If you have a roof over your head, fresh, clean water, food in the fridge, that is true abundance. And it's our minds that we need to convince to say, well, we're not good enough or strong enough or successful enough or we're not making enough money. This is a big, big change that you have gone through recently, feminines, and this is going to lead to the biggest surprise of your life. This is the part of you that didn't realize that you needed to pour into yourself, that you needed to give to yourself. And now we have the Empress and the Chariot here. You needed to be honest about who you are, what you wanted as a soul, because your soul is whole and perfect just as it is. So now we've got the Temperance, the Tower, the Death, the Devil, the Chariot, the Empress. These seven major arcanas is asking you, everything is purposeful, everything is aligned. You are God's child. Even if you don't see the whole picture right now, we've got the new moon coming up. This is a very fluid flowing energy. Succumb to what your body needs at this time. What is it that you need to give to yourself? How do you need to move forward? And if it means going through slow flow yoga, doing some breath work, how do you reignite the passion of your soul to be comfortable where you are in what you're doing? Because yes, we are here. We want union with our counterpart. But at the same time, we're wondering how to expand our soul's expression of love. We need to be treated with love, kindness, awe, because we are here having this human experience. So this is a very poignant time for anybody who is feeling this sense of lack, this sense of confusion. You won't be there for very long. This is a very big energy for you to come into your whole amazing self. And in turn, we've got another major arcana, the World card. So this is now 8 major arcanas in this reading to say that because you persevered with this connection, because you persevered with your connection with yourself, of course it's bound to come in. Of course you have a union with your counterpart because it was inevitable. You've built up the strength. We've got 9 major arcanas now. We built up the strength, you've built up the courage, you've built up the tenacity and the strong will to be where you are right now, to create a new beginning, the Fool, to strive with the level of success that you needed to come back to your soul, to acknowledge how perfect and incredible you are. And that was the new beginning that you needed to go through. You needed to shed all of the things that you thought society needed you to be, that your family needed you to be, that other people needed you to be. And you needed to come back home to yourself. I hope that anybody who has stayed this long for this message, for this reading, please do hit the like button so more people can find free videos that can support them on their journey, because we do need that extra bit of support from one another. If you can click on your favorite emoji and comment in the box below and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate every single one of you, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light. Bye for now.